before our trip could start, priority was to get Molly through customs at the passport control in Folkestone, and which went really well. So we were happy, and it was a really good process. That was so quick. There was a quick stop off for some duty free. We headed off to Los Angeles, which was a 2-hour drive. Once we got there, we had some food, as you do, and then it was a bit cold, but we had a nice view of the campsite, and then we made our way down into town. The town was a fun fair, kind of ignored that and just got on. We didn't spend too long here, mainly 2 days. Off we go, left our first scent campsite and didn't hang around, packed up pretty quickly and we're gone, looking for sunnier weather. Pontoon was our next stop. As you can see, we're straight in there, unpacked, got the food going, cooking, and then I'm drinking a nice bottle of Duvel Belgian beer. I know, but it was a good beer. In the morning, we were straight up nice and early, and we were out to the local market. We was very impressed with the farmers market, and we popped in, bought our food for the day, and then we had a nice little meal in the evening. You can see here. We stayed in Pontoon because it was a quick journey to the St Michael's Mont. You could cycle it if you wanted to, and I would recommend that because the car park is about a 25-minute walk away. But you can see here we had a nice stroll, took it easy, nice and early, beat the crowds, which I would recommend massively. Get there early or get there late. But on our way back, because it was really hot, before it was really hot, we came back and just had a massive amount of people walking towards us. So utterly beautiful. Just make sure you use the toilet before you go, because it's very hard to find a toilet. Cool. We had the quickest stop at Reims because we wanted to see the Saint Pierre Cathedral, because this is where I went with my granddad many years ago, and we had a quick visit, had some lunch, and then we're straight back on the road. Our next stop was Sarzeau. We found a nice little campsite and we pitched up, got ourselves ready, just in time for the rain. What do you do when it's raining? You obviously have your baguette, you have your wine, you watch your dog eating and chewing, and you just generally chill out. And basically it rained for the full day, so we spent the full day just chilling out in the van, which was quite nice, as we weren't really rushed around everywhere else. And as you can see from Molly, she was quite happily enjoying herself, and she spent the day relaxing and sleeping, mostly upon that. Sarzeau was a lovely place. The campsite was good. First place we realised we need to take our own toilet roll as we move further south, so that's one hint. Make sure you got toilet roll with you and a light, because they seem to also drop off the lights at this particular place, but it was really nice. Bit of Netflix in the evening to see the last of the rain, so we basically again just chilled out for the day and the night and just watched telly and drank wine. Great day. So the next day we went for a walk down to Sarzeau Beach, and it was a lovely beautiful day. Molly rolled on the sand for a little while. She didn't realise that we were actually walking for about a couple of hours, and we made our way, once she'd rolled and played and around, we made our way off down towards the domain de Sousigny, which is the castle or Chateauroux. So yeah, it's a nice walk. We took some time out, did about 15,000 steps. Fully recommend it, and it's a quiet chateau just at the end, which you can roll around if you like a little bit more, or you can just have a look at the view, go inside. We opted just to walk around. It was going to get a warm day again, and we were out nice and early again. So there's one thing I say about going away around, obviously sometime in France, is it's hot. After a long walk, it's back to the van, and again, as you do, I drank beer, and Kim cooked us another lovely meal. Beautiful, with another baguette, because you've got to have a baguette every single day in France, it's part of the deal. We had the baguette. I watched a little bit of football on my local team, so it was nice to watch them win. The next day we took it easy. We went back down to the beach late afternoon just to chill out and then have a little bit of a walk and seeing the sunset. So we sat there for a little while. I sat there talking to Molly, and she doesn't understand me. No, she doesn't understand me. So then we just carried on and took ourselves off on the promenade and sat and had a lovely beer again, which was really nice. I quite enjoyed that, as you can see. It was a big glass and I really liked it. Thank you. Our campsite, I nailed this one. We were just basically, wow, it was mussels So we got ourselves our pots ready. As you can see, you can take your own pot, or they give you pots. And then we got ourselves back to the van and tucked into a lovely dinner of mussels and Brits. As you can see, it was delicious. Must admit, best meal of the whole 3 weeks. It was time to leave the next day, and we set off towards our next location, passing through Nantes. As you can see here, we're quite lucky. The city was quiet. I mean, it's because it's August and it's warm, so we didn't want to stay here too long. But we thought we'd have a quick walk through, as usual, grab some food, and just basically just have a quick look at the city. It was beautiful, quiet, and we were in and out within an hour and a half, which was perfect. But I would recommend a nice stop there. Lovely. Arrived in Lucon. First thing we got to do is we unpack like you do and straight into some food. Yes, more food. Basically what we did was just ate and drank the whole trip. And once we'd done that, we had a nice little snooze, woke up in the morning, went for a very, very early walk. We were out for about 6, on the beach for about 7:30, and then we just let Molly have a fun time. She just basically rolled around the beach. As you can see, she was having a great time. Again, we recommend down towards Le Sarzeau, which was about 20-minute drive from our campsite, but worth it. We spent the rest of the day then chilling out by the campsite, keeping away from the sun. Next morning, very early again, back into the car and off to Lucon for a bit of a visit and see what the city's about. Not a lot in the city. Cathedral, restaurant, bars, the usual, but it was nice to visit as you're staying local and buy some produce there and chill out a little bit with a nice little walk. Molly enjoyed herself again as usual. We were in and out pretty quickly again within a couple of hours. Cool. We moved on from Lucon to stay in Dordogne. We rented a nice little Airbnb. As you can see here, it was beautiful. It was a good 3 days. Bit weird to be staying out of the van, but we got pretty used to it. You can see big smiles, lots of wine, and then a little bit of a swim in the pool, which we had to ourselves. So we pretty much just enjoyed it. And then after that, we took a little early morning walk. I think with Dordogne is, as it may say, only 7 miles away. It actually feels like a lifetime because it takes about 45 minutes to drive there. So fairly entertaining in the van. But again, it's beautiful. This little village that we stopped by in Dordogne. We had a couple of trips out, but mostly just stayed and enjoyed the pool, which was because it was so hot as well. So very nice. When you come back in the evening from just sunbathing and just pop out to the back of your Airbnb, and all of this is yours for 3 days. It just feels like heaven. We had the luxury of watching the sunset from the rear of the property, as you can see on this magical little tour. It was a special little place. We can give all the details if anybody asks us, but they were lovely people to rent from 3 days. British couple, and you can see here, perfect for the evening. Some wine and watching the sunset come in. What more could you ask for? Heading back north now towards Calais, we stayed at Chateauroux. Not the most amazing of campsites, to be honest, but we were only there for the night. You see from the pictures they weren't fantastic, and I walked for a little while with my electric look-up, and I found it. One good thing about the place was the view. Every time in the morning and afternoon you get a nice little aeroplane display because the airport was pretty close by. So I did manage to take myself some video footage, obviously, of planes flying past, which was a nice little sight. So apologies, but there is a couple here, and as I move around the van, you can see another selection of food, which again, red steak this night, so it was good, very good. if you're still with me, this was our last stop at Camping de Rivière, which was just outside Dieppe, because we wanted just to be close enough to be able to have a less than 2 hour journey to Calais. But we enjoyed this place. It was very peaceful, and we just hooked up and stayed through, the 2 days. Didn't go too far. Nice evenings, watching by the river. I would say though the midges didn't manage to find us on this particular trip in the mosquitoes, and they took a right liking to us in the last 2 days. But it rained for the evening as we're coming up towards England, as you can see, and passing to Calais. But it was beautiful, and we enjoyed ourselves. We had some croissants, some more bread, some more coffee, some more cappuccinos, so what can go wrong there? And then it was a little trip into the local town, which had its own old chateau that was damaged and not open, but again we walked around it. There's me carrying as many bottles of wine as I possibly could get from a local shop, which I should have probably done on the way back down, but I couldn't resist it. And then we came back and did what we always do, eat more baguettes. So pretty much, yeah, baguettes, a view. We enjoyed it. The Mozzies enjoyed us towards the end of the day. All good. I must admit, we'd been a little bit worried about going through customs, but it was no problems. We flashed through. Big up to the shuttle, and it was great. We just hung around for a little bit, got some more duty free. Had a little wander in there with Mo. She quite liked it, looking at people and seeing what they were buying. And then travelled off, made our way back to the van, and boarded across quite easily. It was again really easy. Maybe should have worn those socks, but I was on holiday, bit of an itch. And then off we go. In all, it was just a fantastic 3 weeks, to be honest, and we loved every minute and every hour. We weren't even ready to come back, so we could have carried on. Wish we could travel for a lot longer next time and see even more parts of France. Molly was just the main dog. She was loving it. Look at her. She's not even in a bed. She was just so happy to be in the van. I was not smiling. But yeah, it's a good trip, and would recommend. We, can offer any advice if you want to put a comment or say hello or subscribe or see more. But generally, hope you enjoyed the trip. It might have been a bit long, but it was 3 weeks condensed into 13 minutes 28. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys on our travels somewhere. Cheers. See you later, Molly. Bye.
What's that?